games. Whoop, let's go. Hursty games, and this how we do. Now it's time we
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games, and welcome back to our QPR Career Mode. Plenty of episodes in. I've lost count, so if you have not caught up with this series, then please go check out the playlist. Get yourself all nice and caught up, and then of course come back and welcome to today's episode. Today, we're cracking on with a couple of very tricky games we've got ahead of us. The first game you can see there is against Crystal Palace, I'm fairly sure, away. Then we have Arsenal in the league, followed by Fulham. So we have obviously got the derby there that is Fulham. And then we have our game against Atalanta. So I'm optimistic that we can definitely pick up some points today. To try and get through some of this a little bit quicker, we may end up sort of starting to sim one of the games. I don't know whether that's going to be Palace. I don't really want to start the sim against Arsenal or start it against Fulham. I kind of want to be there for the Fulham game, obviously, because it's Fulham. But Fulham being probably the lowest rated squad that we're going to play against today, it probably makes sense that we maybe start the simulation watching the sim against Fulham, and if things aren't going our way, then we will most definitely step in and get involved. But we'll probably play this game against Crystal Palace, get involved with this one nice and early. Gonna need some rotation because we had a game not too long ago. I think it was literally yesterday from the time of this. Yeah, so the game against Milan, obviously seeing us through into a very, very tough game, but we managed to do it 3-2, just about squeaking through on that one. But yeah, we'll get into today's episode. I'll start this first game against Crystal Palace, and I'll see you at the lineups. It's going to be a bit of a rotation because we're going to have tired legs. Okay, I actually didn't end up needing to rotate quite as much as I thought I was going to, but the squad is still looking pretty darn good. Obviously, we've got Ramsdale in net, Hammerlinen at left back, Webster, and then Ozzy's actually going to come in today and start for his centre back. A, he asked to play. B, Dicky was a little bit tired, so I thought the rotation made sense. Fish is going to play at right back, Bright on the left, Agu, Chalabar in the middle with Harrison on the right, so Amos and Ellis Todd both resting. Pepe Arce at cam and Lyndon Dykes up top. Some things don't change, and I'm sure, hopefully, Lyndon Dykes in the score sheet will be one of the things that we don't see changing today. Let's go for it, boys. Go on then. Bring it on. Dykes has now matched the competition record, the most goals scored in a Premier League season. So a goal today would mean he does break that record. However, that's not the only focus today. Obviously, him scoring will help us achieve our 3 points, but that is obviously what we are focusing on. 3 points today are what we need to make sure we try and get from this game, because again, still chasing those teams above us, but we still got to be careful not to drop below where we are now. Top 4 is ideally what I'd like to finish. I'd like Champions League football if we do go into another season of this. And if we do, at the end of this episode, I'm going to talk about changes and things we might see for this series going forward. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's crack on. Chalabar brings this ball forward. We see Pepe Arce trying to make a run here. Plays it into him. Harrison now making a lovely overlap on this right-hand side, and he's got himself some space here. Harrison's going to strike. What a covering run and block there that is. It kind of looks like Ward from the back, but I don't actually have a clue who that is from here. I don't know who the number 6 is. It could be Cahill. I don't know. I'm assuming he probably would have retired by now. But that really was a fantastic block by him there. We still got the ball. Oh, no, I've given that away. Okay, we don't have the ball. We've lost possession. We'll go back to it. Great block, but it was Dendoncker. Fantastic stuff, mate. Pepe Arce, lovely turn there, takes it past the man. Going to try and play this inside to Lyndon. Lyndon, even though he's got a record on his head here, we're going to try and play it across. It has come off number 3. It's come off the defender. But Lyndon had the chance there to at least get a shot on target, to at least try and test the keeper to see if he could break that record. But unselfish. It's the teamwork this team has got on its play right now, and honestly, as a fantastic bit of play. Pepe Arce starts it, plays it into Lyndon, plays it back to him. You guys know I wanted to say that strike there with Lyndon, but I just couldn't. I think the deflection really does help us there. I think that gives us the goal because it's going towards the other post, but it's unlucky for the defender that it has come off his foot. It's gone down as a Harrison goal because it was on target, and we go 1-0 up 15 minutes in. Lovely stuff. Oh, lovely bit of play here from Palace, has to be said. Got to try and keep them quiet here. Ozzy Kakai, the man of the moment. Lovely stuff. Lovely bit of play there out to Chalabar. It's unlucky you couldn't control that. But good defence. We're going to need it again because Palace obviously are immediately back on the attack with me losing possession. Piontek there, I have to say, I pulled Ozzy out of position and it would have been Ozzy missing there if Piontek had managed to find the back of the net. But they're going to play it short to Abirayeze. Kind of completely ignored the fact that he was actually playing for them. I know he doesn't tend to get into many of their games in this save so far. This season he's been upset with game time. Yes, I've been paying close attention to Abirayeze. Let's not look too much into that right now. But we defended that corner initially pretty well. They've recycled it back in with Abire here. Lovely tackle from Agu. Let's go. Bring it away. Pepe Arce on the ball here. Going to look out wide and find Harrison. Harrison is getting plenty involved in this game. It has to be said. Harrison having a very good game, as is Dendoncker. That's twice now. He has made a very important slide tackle. However, he didn't follow that ball out. And Pepe Arce going to put it onto his right. Oh, he can't quite keep it. That would have been a lovely chance, though. Oh, Bright's read that throw in really well and has won that here. Could this be goal number 33 for Linden? It is. It's on target. It's onside. And it's 33 goals in a calendar season for Linden Bloomin' Dykes. Record breaker, goal scorer, absolute bloody hero. 33 goals in a season is absolutely incredible. Bright reading that throw in perfectly, and that is it's just a classic goal for us this season, or just in this career mode really. Just a cheeky interception, a little cheeky ball in, and look, I think it's his studs. He kicks it in with the toes of his studs, takes it past Gaeta and finds the back of the net. 33 goals, new competition record. Take a bow, Linden Bloomin' Dykes, mate. Lovely stuff. Get the ball here with Pepe Ars. Pepe Ars is not quite going to get the breakaway because it is half time, and that is going to be 2-0 at the break as well. Very happy indeed, I have to say. What I might consider doing, just for, again, because I know we've got quite a few games to get through in today's episode, I might potentially... By the way, that is not... Who the hell is their goalkeeper? Dimitrovic, fair enough. That explains why it looks nothing like Gaeta. What we're going to do is probably make a couple of subs here and go for a few changes. Obafemi's going to come on at cam because he can do that now. I don't know. I can't remember if I'm training him again back to being a striker. I don't remember. But I'm going to rest a couple of people. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually jump to sim so we can get through this a little bit quicker. I will probably jump in before the end of the game, especially if they do end up scoring. But just because we've got to get through these games a little bit quicker, because we've got to keep up with getting a few more games done. I won't do this for the other games. The Arsenal game will definitely see the whole way through, and the Fulham game will do the same, unless we go like 3 goals up or something crazy like that. Then we'll jump to the sim stuff and sort of play it out like that. Because my main thought process is, we need to get this series obviously rocking and rolling on. Obviously, we've got longer episodes, so more games being played now, sort of 5 or so a week instead of like 4. So just getting those extra games in is always helpful. And doing things like this just helps us get more games in episode. Hopefully you guys understand. If you really don't like it though, please do let me know. And I will do my best to just play the games out and make the edits as good as I can, if that makes sense, and try and trim things down plenty, but get as much into an episode as I can. But we've started this relatively well, but there's not really been much possession in either third. This is the first chance really either team got going through. We had a chance with Linden, but he lost possession. Eze's been tackled there right at the end. Fantastic stuff. Just going to get ready to make a substitution here. We're going to bring on... Because we made some changes, didn't I? I brought on Obafemi. That was the one change that I made. I'm going to take off Bright, and we're going to bring on Harvey Elliott, just because it's helpful to get that chemistry, I think, really. Get the chemistry, so get the fitness. So he's ready for the Arsenal game, because Arsenal's one of our toughest games of the episode today. We'll take off Chalobah and bring on Amos. Just give him, it might be 20 minutes. It probably won't be too crazy long. But if it goes to 2-1, I will jump back in. It's gone to 2-1. Bardi has scored. I'm going to give it just a little bit. If it looks like either team are on the attack, then I will jump back in. And I'll either try and defend the chance that they've made, or obviously try and create a finish if I don't think we're going to score it. But I'm not going to throw away points by doing sims. If I've earned the lead and I feel like we're good for a lead, good try there from Linden, then I won't throw away points. I won't do that. Don't worry. I'm not going to, just from simming it, absolutely let the game bottle. But that's fine. Okay, the attack looking a little bit threatening. I'm going to jump in. Oh, number 21's away here, actually. I think I've left it too late. Oh, Hammerline, you beautiful man. Oh, we've jumped in just at the right time. We've kept it. We're okay. Right, Tom. I'm going to see this out now. We're going to stay in the game. I'm not jumping back to sim. We stay in this now. And this is actually another chance here. Piontek. Hold on. Fisher is not going to get there initially. It's played into a BRA. Come on. Go on, Lukey boy. He's just come on. He's got those fresh legs. Harvey Elliott, you do as well, mate. Get that pressure on him. Get the pressure on him, boys. Oh, we've missed it there. Good strike. What a save that is from Aaron Ramsdale. Yet again, I don't know how many times it's happened in this save, in this career mode. But Aaron Ramsdale coming to our rescue. Abire's been subbed off. Kiyate being brought on. So they've gone something defensive there. Kiyate coming on for Abire is definitely a defensive change. Ball's off the pitch. Let's calm it down a bit. Lovely ball there from Linden into Obafemi. Obafemi's just going to keep running. He's going to try and let it cross to Linden Dykes. Linden Dykes is going to make it 3. Linden does what Linden does, and that is score goals. And he scores them for fun, and he scores them a bloody lot. That's 34 goals now this season. incredible numbers. Obafemi, by the way, fantastic run. The ball from Linden to Obafemi was brilliant, but the strike from Linden just far too much. Dimitrovic not saving that one. That's 3-1. That is going to be game, set, and match. We'll just let this game now play out because, again, it's literally going to be seconds there. It's 2 minutes added on. We've seen the 2 minutes out. When's the ref going to blow his whistle? Come on, ref. There it is. Full time. We made it a little bit stressful. It was 2-1. We left it at 2-0, 2-1, and then we had to jump in to stop it being 2-2. And Hämäläinen, quite possibly, has saved us on that one because 2-2, then I'd have to throw everything at it, and who knows what would have happened. But Linden, congratulations on the record-breaking season. My guy, 3 important points. Well, we managed to get that very important win, and that win actually currently sees us into 4th. Obviously, City have got a game in hand, and Chelsea have 2. Actually, no, they don't have 2. No, we've got a game in... Mate, I cannot read. We've got the game in hand. So this game against Arsenal undoubtedly is our game in hand. Okay, that's really interesting to know. That's really, really interesting to know. Okay, cool, sweet. Good news. We'll crack onto the Arsenal game. Again, might be a bit of rotation, but I'm optimistic. Okay, our game against Arsenal, you can see they've got some tired players. They have probably also played a game at the weekend, just like we did. But they obviously don't have as much rotation. That shows a level of volume to us right now. Very, very happy with that indeed. You can see this is pretty much our strongest, if not our absolute strongest starting 11. Very happy with this squad. And you know what? We're just going to jump into it. You know the lineup. You know what's going on. Let's get 3 points, boys. Let's go for it. As we said before, we have a record breaker in our midst. It's Lyndon Dykes, mate. He's had an absolute blinder. I cannot begin to stress enough how good this man has been. He has been absolutely groundbreaking for us. And the Emirates, by the way, is a stadium I would love to go to. Never been to the Emirates. I would love to go and watch a game, preferably if it's QPR. But we're a little while off of them being in the Premier League. But who knows? Obviously, we got there in this. Mark, mate. Hope you're taking notes, mate. I hope you're taking notes. Let's go for it, boys. Let's go for 3 more important points. And this is our game in hand. This could actually secure us staying in the top 4 and being 3 points ahead of Man City, which would be huge. So let's go for it, boys. I've got a man over here. Maitland-Niles on that overlap, although Maitland-Niles is already a little bit tired, but Hämäläinen, lovely block from Hämäläinen. Honestly, he has been absolutely fantastic. In the last couple of episodes, he's really stepped up for us. Rating-wise, he's doing the business, but it's good to see he's actually getting those performances in as well and playing well. Now, Saka is going to have to contend with Ellis Todd today. Saka doing bits at the Euros, but can he do well against our man Ellis? We're going to have to find out. It's into Linden. If we'd scored an overhead kick, I might have weed. Arsenal bringing this forward now. Granit Xhaka trying to step forward, but Webster steps in very well and makes a very important tackle. And yet again, we see Ellis trying to make that run. Linden making a run, but has caught himself offside there. Pepe Ars can't quite get it past Sanchez, but does win the foul. Going to play it quickly, going to play it short. Dickey looks forward, finds Linden. Linden going to find Pepe Ars. Pepe Ars now hasn't really got an option on. Plays it back to Chalobah. Ars turns, finds Ellis Todd, who turns his defender pretty well the first time. Plays it back. Plays it to Bright. Bright's going to strike. Bright's going to hit it wide. Not a bad bit of play. Not a bad effort, but the strike itself, not quite what we needed. It was a decent effort. It was just wide of the post, but it's still 0-0 with 25 minutes gone. Oh, overlap here. Hämäläinen a little bit out of position, but I've kind of dragged him forward to kind of mark the winger, and Maitland-Niles the wing back has obviously overlapped. They've worked it inside again. Haven't really got any... Our CDMs aren't really sat at the edge of the box. Amos a little bit further back. Chalobah kind of forward a little bit, but it gives a little bit of space to them in the midfield. Got to be careful not to let that space cause us problems on the edge of the box. Again, they've kind of kept it. They've recycled it again. Got it to Nelson. Lovely tackle there from Amos, and we bring it away eventually. Bright brings the ball forward here. Looks at the run from Linden. Linden is just about going to keep it. It's so unlucky. If he just kept that ball for an extra touch, we set Bright away, and he's one-on-one with Leno, and I back Bright to finish that chance. But it's just coming up to half-time now. Amos played just above him. Hämäläinen's going to win the loose header, and it is going to be half-time. It's going to be 0-0. Not too much going on, honestly. That Bright chance, pretty much the only actual effort that I can think of in the entire game. I don't think Arsenal have had a shot, and I'm fairly sure that is our only shot of the game as well. And I have to say, I don't know what it is. I think it's just been a little bit lackluster, but I think the 5 at the back has kept us a little bit pushed out. It's been tricky to kind of break them down with that 5 at the back, and I'm just optimistic that we can, I don't know, just maybe eventually find the breakthrough. It's been a tricky one though. Bright, it's not that Bright's been bad, but Bright hasn't been quite as effective as I'd like him to be. We're going to stay with the same 11 for the start of the second half. Look to make changes a little bit further into it. Someone like Harrison maybe make his way onto the pitch. I'd like to also bring on Obafemi as well at some point. Just because, again, keep him fit, ready for our game in Europe. But let's crack on in the second half and actually start the second half maybe with a chance here. Going to have to go back to Hammerleinen. Let's find Amos again. Inside to Chalabar. Up to Pepe. So I'm going to ping that at the edge of the box. I don't really know why I did it, but I knew I was doing it. Overlapping here again is Maitland-Niles. Webster's going to have to go out there and try and see him out. He's done a really good job of pushing him that far back. Webster has just about been turned. Oh my word, Hammerleiner, not quite the clearance we wanted, but we have got it away eventually. Now Bright can't quite get past the man. Going to have to look backwards here. Now I want him to make a run down the line. Make that run because your wing back is so tired. Got to be careful here. Space in the middle. Bowder has found the back of the net. It's their first chance. It's the first thing they've really done all game. And he's going to go and celebrate with the manager. Let's skip that. We don't need to see that. We don't need to see that. But we do have to watch the goal back, I'm afraid. It's a lovely bit of play. The pass in there, you can see, I think it's Dickey complaining about a foul not being given. But he needs to just get back up. It's Baudu. Sorry, I said his name wrong. He just needs to get back up at that point. Once you've lost the header, get back up, mate. Don't sit there and complain. Ramsdale, there's not much you can do about it. And we go 1-0 down. I have to say, it's been a little bit against the run of play. And by that, I mean Arsenal haven't really offered much. Obafemi is going to make his way on now. Him and Dykes, hopefully, can do the business for us. Pepe Ars just not getting massively involved in this game. He's had a couple of chances to sort of, you know, he saw the ball quite a bit, but he's not really been in the positions to create anything, which is a real shame. But I need to make the most of two very tired fullbacks. They've got two tired fullbacks. Nelson was also quite tired, but he's obviously made his way off the pitch there. But got to try and attack these wings. All here up to Linden. Linden's going to try and set away Obafemi. Obafemi's just going to have to shoot. There's no one up there with him. Linden making his way into the box eventually. But I had to shoot. If I'd held that up anymore, I think I'd have lost the ball. You can see Linden makes a fantastic run. Maybe I could have laid that off to him, actually. Maitland-Niles been taken off. That's a shame because, again, he was a tired wing-back for Bright to be up against. Linden climbs highest, wins the ball, finds the back of the net. A bit of a goal out of nothing there. Again, I don't really expect goals from corners, but we have managed to get one there. Our main man, again, Cloran is out of trouble. And that is a beautiful cross in. He's got highest there. Mari's missed it. And then I think it's Davinson Sanchez that jumps up with him. But, mate, he's absolutely flattened him. Lovely stuff there. Linden getting highest, finding the back of the net. Leno probably could have done a little bit better, but I ain't going to complain that he didn't. And we are going to make another change here. We're going to bring on Ilias out wide now. It's a bit of a weird one, I know, but I feel like he's just the man for us here. I feel like he's the man for us. Kartovic is going to come on for Webster as our final change as well, just fresh legs at the back. And also, again, get him match fit, ready for our upcoming games. There probably will be a little bit of rotation for the game against Fulham as well, which we probably are going to start off as a sim, just so you guys know in advance of that game. But, yeah, let's just crack on. We've got the goal back. It's 1-1. Let's get the next one. Come on, boys. Right, got to be careful here. Again, Arsenal on the attack. We cannot afford to concede. I would take a point rather than none. I'll tell you that right now. Cannot afford to concede this. He's offside. Thank God for that. Right, there is literally a minute and a half. One last chance for one last attack. It's played out to Ellis Todd. He's going to get the chance to get this up there. He's going to get the chance to get this in the box. He's going to whip it in there. Linden, can he beat Davinson again? He can. It's another late goal. It's Linden Dykes making it 2 goals in 2 separate games, back to back, 4 across the 2, and 2 headers in this game to seal the 3 points. We had to counter from the free kick we were given for the offside for Saka. Again, Leno is going to be, he's got to save that. Look how close that is to Leno. Just a reaction, just flick your hand out and he's got it. But he's died so late to that one. And Linden has scored 2 headers and found the back of the net. I'm so chuffed. The ref's going to blow his whistle as soon as it goes. That is literally as last minute as you can get, right at the end of the game. We've said it before, the AI get more extra time than the controlled player do. On this occasion, we were given the time we were meant to get, and we found the back of the net. Very happy indeed. 2-1, very clutch last minute goal, but the main thing is it was a goal. That's 3 points, and that's huge for our push for a top 4 spot. You can see that game was our game in hand. Chelsea, I believe, lost theirs, which means they didn't catch up to City. They might have drawn it, actually. They might have been on 66. But that puts us 4 points ahead of Man City, which is huge. Top 4 is the target for the season. It simply has to be. There's only 4 games left in the league. We have Fulham, West Ham, we have Bournemouth, and then we have Liverpool. They are 3, I'm going to say, winnable games, and then Liverpool's going to be a tough one. I'm going to get the team ready for this game against Fulham. It is going to start off as a rotation, and it's going to start off as a sim. We'll watch the game as it goes. If we need to jump in, then we will. But let's get there and then sort that in a minute. Okay, you can see the squad we've gone with. Schmeichel is rotating in to start in goal today. Again, just want to get him with a plus or at least not a minus for the game against Atalanta, because he will be our keeper, obviously, for the Europa League. Ilias Chair coming in at cam, Agu coming in at CDM, and those are the only changes to the starting lineup. A few changes to the bench, a few rotation options on there. But let's jump in with this sim. Let's see how the boys do. Obviously, it's not going to be an easy game, but I back the boys that we've grown enough in ratings that they can, at very least, put these guys under pressure and give them a good old game. So we are the white circles, and Fulham are in yellow, and they are squares. And I'm not calling them nerds; they're literally squares on the screen. But we hopefully will come away with a solid first half, one that means that I can continue and sim the whole game. Because just for the sake of time for filming the episode, I've been filming for nearly 50 minutes so far. So you know, it just helps me in regards to editing and getting these out on time consistently every Thursday. But let's see if we can start this attack here. Lovely bit of play, Ilias. Is going to keep that there. Takes a strike. Good save from Jose Sarr, the Portuguese keeper, with an important save. Going to whip that in there. See, not as good as my corners. Come on, AO, sort it out. Let's see if we get that in. Oh, that was a lovely cross there from Bright. But Linden couldn't quite get his head on that one. But Fulham bringing this away now. They kind of attack in numbers, but we tend to get back pretty well as well. Although Amos has kind of lost his man a little bit there. Played it inside, but Amos then has covered it and got the ball back. But lovely bit of play. Agu going to play it out wide to Ellis Todd. I'm going to try and keep this alive here. We're playing little triangles, which is good to see. Nice to see little triangles. Always effective. You learn that as a kid. The triangle's the way to play. Linden, however, forgot that the lines mean it's off the pitch. So not ideal for us there. Worst case scenario, by the way, if it's 0-0 or we're not winning by the 60th minute, I will jump in at the 60th minute, because I would still like to obviously win this. It's not just 3 important points. It's also, you know, it's a derby. It's against Fulham, and I'd like to win these games if possible anyway. So far, the only player who can really hold his head up apparently is Agu. Schmeichel definitely can't. Kamara scored from the edge of the box. It's a decent strike in regards to where he's positioned. I assume it's a relatively good finish, but that's not what we needed. We brought Schmeichel in to get him into form before the game against Atalanta. That backfired a little bit with him conceding a goal straight away. That's not ideal at all. The squad really not looking like they're doing too well. Brighton a 5.9. Both the wingers having slight stinkers, because Todd's only on a 6.3. If we go 2-0 down, I was going to say that would be horrific news for us, but thankfully Jasper was offside. Right, it's coming up to half-time. If it stays like this, we will be jumping in at half-time and taking over. But please don't make it worse, because that just makes it harder and harder for me to do anything from this game. Don't let them get another strike. Good block there. Well done. 33S Webster. 1-0 down at half-time. Not what we needed to see. So we are going to jump in. I'm going to keep the team the same for now. And just hope and pray that we can get this lead now, I guess. Come on, boys. Let's sort it out. Fulham on the attack here. Got to be careful not to let them in. Webster's done a good job of standing Seri up here. Seri, by the way, decent little player that they did sign, obviously, IRL. Good little player indeed. Go and get involved there. Lovely stuff. I think that was Agu coming back and making a decent attack there. So fair play to Agu. Again, he had a decent enough first half according to the simulation stuff. But here we go. Bright on the counter up against Fossey. We need to put Fossey under pressure because he's not the highest rated player. Ilias Chair. Where's he going to go here? To Linden. Linden wants a run. Oh, he's played it to Bright. I wanted the pass back to Ilias because Ilias was onside. Bright was offside. That's our first real chance that we've created. We didn't really create too much in the simulation either. Got to sort it out, boys. Got to sort it out. Come on. Fulham attacking down their left-hand side. He's onside there. I don't know why my players are already putting their hands up because it's quite evidently not offside. Ludwig's not going to get there. That's dropped in a very inviting place, and Schmeichel has conceded. We're 2-0 down at home to Fulham, boys. 2-0 down at home to Fulham. This is... There's no excuse for this. There's no excuse for this. I'm sorting this out. Hold on. Right, as they're celebrating, I have made some changes. We've gone to a 4-5-1. 2 cams, 1 striker, 1 CDM. And we've brought off Agu, even though he was having a decent game. He's actually quite tired. And we've brought on Harvey Elliott to play right mid. We've got Bright playing cam with Ilias now. And now we need to sort this out. This is terrible from us. Lovely play there. Ellis Todd gets it to Linden. Linden turns inside. Linden strikes. Good save there from Sa. It's a very good save indeed. But we know that we can get goals from corners. We're going to dummy the short run. We're going to whip it in. Linden, mate. On your head, son. On your head, son. Oh, he has had another headed effort on target from a corner. But it has been blocked from the line. It beat the keeper. But it was cleared by the defender on the line. Bright plays it in to Linden. Back to Brighter's side. Samuel Brighton, his left peg is going to find the back of the net. 2-1. There's still time on the clock. That doesn't count as 2 goals, Bright. I wanted you to pick it up. That doesn't count as a second goal, mate. But that is 2-1. Skipping the replays. No time for celebrations. Time for a second goal. Come on, boys. Ellis Todd. Out wide to Ilias Chair. Ilias Chair here. This is pretty much from their centre. Ilias going to lay it off to... Oh, he's going to try and lay it off to Ellis Todd. But Fossey there is going to cut across and get there in time. But Amos, lovely running. Intercepts that one. Going to get it to Linden. Linden going to try and take it past the second man. Stupid from me. Should have just had the ping when I was there, Tom. Come on, man. On the attack here, Fulham yet again. Dickie's going to try and get back there. Has won it. Good tackle. Only 7 minutes on the clock, though. Probably going to have to make a change here. We're going to take off Ilias. If it lets me get to Ilias. There we go. Obafemi's going to make his way onto the pitch. I'm also going to just go for some fresh legs and bring on Lamb at left back, just for fresh legs. I know it sounds stupid. It's not really an attacking change. I don't want to do all of my attacking changes because we still have to pay attention to the Atalanta game because obviously we still need to be pushing for a win in that game. But regardless, let's focus. Oh, no way. He's given a pen. He's given a penalty, guys. Oh, no. I think that's... Oh, man. That's so unfortunate. It's one of those ones where I haven't asked for a tackle, but the player sort of like locked on, registered that the ball's there to be got. Gone for it and missed it. Oh, Schmeichel. This could be a bad old day at the office for Schmeichel here. He's looking right. He's gone right. Schmeichel saved it. Okay. Okay. 5 minutes ago. Huge save from Schmeichel. At the moment, it's 3 points lost. Can we salvage a point? Oh my God, Schmeichel. What a bloody save. Schmeichel, you beast. Dickie, you're taking the piss, mate. What is that as a clearance, mate? One last chance here. One last roll of the dice. We've lost the ball in a terrible spot there. It's 3 minutes of added time. Win this ball, boys. There we go. Oh, Webster's won it, but it's gone back to Fulham. They've played a ball out. We need to win this ball, and we need to start an attack as soon as we win it. Oh, it's not looking good. Lamb, huge header there from Lamb. Ellis Todd's going to bring this forward. Ellis Todd, we're in their half, ref. Let it run. Linden, lovely first touch from Lyndon Dykes. Lyndon Dykes, surely. Go on, boys. Lyndon Dykes, how many times is this man going to get late goals in games and save us points? I feel like I can't celebrate because realistically this is a game we should have won. But a last-minute equaliser against Fulham is always something you're going to be happy to see. I'm gutted that we haven't got the 3 points today. But to get that last-minute goal, to get that save from Schmeichel on the penalty, and then the save from the corner, 2 crucial saves, great headed clearance from Lamb, the height of Lamb making a difference because Hammerlinen would not have won that ball in the air, gets it forward, gets it to Ellis Todd. We get the counter. Lyndon Dykes, 37 goals. 37 in the Prem. Jesus, mate. What a beast. What a man. And I can't say what a result, but from being 2-0 down to get it back to 2-2, we'll take those. We will take those every day of the week when it's a late equaliser. It's still annoying to have dropped points, but it's a point at the end of the day when it was very much looking like it was none. We'll take it. We move on. It's not the form we needed going into this game against Atalanta, especially for Schmeichel eventually. However, those 2 saves could have saved his rating a little bit. 6.4. It's not great. Well, we're very quickly going to have a look at the standing that puts us in for the Premier League. I'll just have a look at that very quickly before we jump into our game against Atalanta, which will be the last game of the episode. It keeps us ahead of Man City, but they won their game, so it keeps us ahead by a single point. We have got to be very careful. We can't afford to slip up. We've got some tough games, West Ham. I mean, next episode could be the final episode of this season. But that's obviously time will tell because it depends obviously if we get to the final because that will give us like 5 games for next episode. So we'll wait and see what's going on. But let's concentrate on that later. Let's get this Atalanta game sorted. Let's just go for it, boys. Let's just go for it. Okay. You can see the squad. You can see the rotation. For some reason, it's made Amos the captain. Let me very quickly change that because we know who the captain... No. We know it's Ozzy. Thank you. Game. Sort yourself out. Ozzy's the captain. It's our usual rotated squad. You know, Amos coming in instead of Agu just because Amos has been so important for us in these games, in the build-up to these. But every single player on this pitch right now has earned a spot in this semi-final of the Europa League. So we've got an incredibly strong bench. We have some incredible players to bring on if we need to. But let's just go for it, boys. Let's just bloody go for it. Semi-final time. Go on, lads. Here we are, away in Italy for our away leg against Atalanta. It's a stressful one. It's very, very stressful, but I'm optimistic that this can be a real time for us to step up. And for these this rotated squad to show what they're all about. They've got a lot of good players here at Atalanta. They've signed Pickford, they've signed Zuma, Christensen, they had Felipe Anderson. They've got Llorente, Marcos Llorente from Atletico Madrid. They've got some very, very good players. I'm not surprised when you see their squad to see them at the semi-finals of the Europa League. They've got an incredibly good team. So let's see if we can show up today. Let's see if the Europa League boys can really live up to it and make the most of giving or being given this chance. So let's just go for it, boys. Let's leave it all on the pitch. Come on, boys. Amos up here to Ilias. Back here to Obafemi. Try and play it through to Ilias again. But it's a good interception from Kurt Zuma. Chance here for Atalanta. Ozzy Kakai out there fantastically well to win that ball. And plays a beautiful pass off to Ilias as well. It's a real shame he couldn't get that ball through. But now we've got to be careful. Ozzy's coming across to stop it. Schmeichel, fantastic saves there. That's Arnautovic, by the way, with the effort as it goes out for a corner here. Good effort going towards that bottom right, but Schmeichel equal to it. From what we saw from Leno earlier, Leno probably would have missed that, but Schmeichel, mate, equal to it. Fantastic save. Away there from Amos, but not all the way. Actually, I think we're okay. Harrison on a bit of a counter here. Harrison now going to play it into Ilias. Going to play it up here to Amos. Plays it forward to Chalobah. Chalobah going to try and set somebody away here. Harvey Elliott on this right-hand side. Where's he going to go with it? He's going to take it down the line. He's going to have to turn, but turns into trouble. But does win the corner. Fair play to you, Harvey, mate. It's a lovely bit of play. We don't have the height of Linden this time. Obafemi, I'm afraid, is not quite the aerial threat that Lyndon Dykes is. But it's played inside here. Going to go to the edge of the box. Oh, he can't quite lay it off to Lamb. Although Lamb probably wouldn't have had much of an effort on target. So time will tell, eh? Got to be careful here. Lovely bit of play. Fisher caught a little bit out. They've obviously got two wide players. They've got a left mid and a left forward. And then obviously a right mid and a right forward. So we've got to be very careful when this ball goes out wide. Played inside past Ozzy. And that is a strike on target. That is underneath Schmeichel. And Schmeichel has been beat at that close post. And I think it's Muriel. Actually, no, I can't. It's the Spanish guy. Is it Ruiz? Something like that. He's run off to the camera. It's 1-0 to Atalanta. Not what we needed. An away goal now would be huge for us, but that is just absolutely thumped towards that close post. As Munir, that's the guy. I forgot his name. Munir, 9 goals in the Europa League, to be fair. He's having a blinder of a tournament so far. It's just a shame that that's carried on against us. 25 minutes in, and it is 1-0 to the home side. Harrison bringing this ball away now. Going to have to play it inside to Ilias. Look at the run here from Harvey Elliott. Going to get it out to him. It's a lovely ball from Ilias. Good touch there from Harvey as well. Come on, mate. Get that ball into the box. The 3 at the back's got to play into our effect. Hopefully it doesn't. But I have to say, with the 3 at the back, we have got a counter. I cannot believe that's gone for a goal kick, by the way. I honestly thought that was a corner. I think changes are going to be made in this second half because something's not quite sitting with us at the moment. It's not quite feeling right. We're not being as effective as I think we can be. Got to be careful here. Amos has got to keep high and got to get onto his man. Hatterber, I think, had the effort. Oh my word, that came off of Fisher. That could have gone anywhere. It even changed me to lock on to Schmeichel, even though Schmeichel couldn't get that ball. That was a weird one. Thankfully, it hasn't gone in. He's claimed that one, gathered it nicely. Lovely header there from Obafemi. He's setting away Amos. We see Ilias trying to run through the middle here. Ilias Chair. Going to dink that over the top. Go on, Obafemi wins it off the defender. The defender just gets a foot in. Pickford very calmly plays it out. That's really the best we've had. That shows what we've really had in this game and how little we've had to offer when that's our best chance. But it's just coming up to half-time. Ref's going to let it play on because the AI are in possession. You can notice that they're giving them more time here. Munir is going to make it 2. Oh, that's not what we needed. That's not what we needed. Monet has stepped up. Monet has got his second. And Schmeichel again has been beaten. It's not good for us, boys. It's not good for us at all. It's terrible. Honestly, it's terrible. Simple counter-attack. Again, for me, it's noticeable the time that's been added on. But it is what it is. We can't complain when we've had 2 late goals in today's episode, right? Let's be honest. So let's just see. I mean, the ref's going to give us a little bit of time, actually, to make an attack. You can see we're in the 4th minute. Or not, never mind. Okay. Okay. Changes are going to have to be made here. I know what I'm going to change. I know the players I want to bring on. I'm going to sort the system out. And I'll catch you guys up in a second. Okay, you can see the changes made. Harvey Elliott and Chalobah going off. Lyndon Dykes at striker. Bright Asai Samuel at left mid. Those are the 2 changes people coming on. Obafemi's going to drop to Cam. Harrison's moving over to the right. We've just got to go for this, boys. The only other options, unless we end up somehow cracking forward and making a bit of a comeback in regards to the scoreline here, will be Todd will probably come on or Pepe Arce will come on. One of those 2 changes. Now, I don't know. All I can say is, boys, I'm going to give it my all. I can promise you guys right now, at the very least, we will give this a right bloody go. And that's not how I needed to start that. Thank you so much for that fantastic touch, mate. Regardless, let's go for it, boys. We've got to throw it all at them now. Everything. Oh, that's a lovely ball through. Great tackle. Schmeichel's had to come to it, and then he's made a fantastic save. The goal is open, though. It's 3-0. I literally, the last thing you probably would have heard me say was I was just going to go for it. And we've let Llorente score. And it's 3-0, and this is not a good look for us at all. This is not a good look for us at all. To be 3-0 down. I mean, Schmeichel's done well there, and then he's done well there. Oh, man. This is terrible for us, boys. This is not good. We've had such a good episode today, and I just feel deflated now. That is a hell of a ball through. Arnautovic now. He's going to play it out wide. Surely he's not going to score from there. He's thought about it. It's 4-0, boys. We've actually been demolished. We have been picked apart by Atalanta. This formation has absolutely destroyed me. 3-4-3 has absolutely battered me, boys. You can see the defence is everywhere. The defenders are just all over the place. We've been absolutely, boys, we've been absolutely battered here. I'm going to just have to go with the last throw of the dice. I literally am just going to have to go with the last throw of the dice here. There's nothing more I can do. We just have to go for it. We're going to bring on Ellis Todd. I mean, this game is not winnable now. We now cannot win this game. All we can do is try and lessen the difference and give us a fighting chance in the second leg. But at 4 goals down, it's not looking good, boys. It's not looking good at all. Got the ball here to Ellis Todd. Ellis Todd's on side. He's going to turn. He's going to play it into Obafemi. He's going to lay it off to Lyndon. Lyndon just about gets past. I have to say, Zuma has been incredible this game. Zuma has stopped pretty much everything I've done, especially with Lyndon. He has literally kept Lyndon out of this game. Kurt Zuma has been incredible. Going to play it forward now. Lyndon, there we go. Onside, got past Zuma. Lyndon Dykes hits it at the keeper. Hits it at the keeper. Dykes lays it off to Obafemi. Obafemi now. Going to keep going forward. Obafemi, mate, do not bottle this. Plays it to Lyndon. Lyndon is going to find the back of the net. It's 4-1. Again, realistically, we will not be winning this leg. But goals back, keep our dream of staying in this competition alive. Obviously, we have the home leg. We have now scored an away goal. Could 1 away goal be enough? I don't know. 2, I'll feel a lot better. There's still time. There's 10 minutes on the clock. We just got to keep going for it, boys. All out. We're going team press. We're going for it. Come on, lads. Get another goal. Come on, boys. Carter Vickers going to try and set away Obafemi. Obafemi now going to have to run out wide. We're going to wait for this overload here from Todd. Lovely stuff from Todd because he's just taking the players straight off of Obafemi. Amos, lovely ball here. Going to play it across from Bright. That's 2. Okay, right at the end, another late goal, but we've got a second. I don't know. I don't necessarily know what I've done differently. I won't lie to you. I don't know what the difference has been between the last 20, 30 minutes and the first 60 or 70. I wish I knew the difference because trust me, whatever I've done in these last 20 minutes, I would do from the get-go next time. I honestly don't know what the difference has been. The formation has helped a little bit. But, I mean, we've still conceded 2 in this formation. So it's not like this formation is impenetrable. It's not like this formation is the answer necessarily. But 2 late goals keeps us alive in this leg. I mean, 4-2 is a huge result for them. It's not a great outlook for us. But 2 late away goals could keep us alive in this tournament. And I'm absolutely gutted. I am well and truly gutted. I'm not going to act like that's a great result for us. But from being 4-0 down, 2 late goals is a fantastic turnaround. So I'm going to be optimistic. I'm not going to just look at the negatives from this game, which there are plenty of, by the way. We're going to focus on the fact that we've got 2 goals. We've managed to potentially stay alive in this competition. I'm curious to see what the rating is for Schmeichel. We got 7 in that game. He did make some big saves, but conceding 4 is not good. You can see we had no chances. They absolutely battered us. Simple as that. Well, it's safe to say the next episode is going to be an interesting one. Today's episode, we were flying high. We made it a little bit squeaky bum time at times. Obviously, the Palace game, we caused our own stresses. Arsenal, we caused our own stresses. Fulham, less said the better. And Atalanta, in the end, ended up being not exactly our day at the office. But I have to say, we've done very well today. On the majority, I think it's very, very good. And the next episode, we start off with our game against West Ham. And at the very least, we will be finishing the Premier League. And depending on how the game against Atalanta goes, it could be the finish of the entire season. Because if we don't win against Atalanta with the goals that we need, win by 2, and obviously making sure we don't concede 2 in the same time, then it will also be the end of our Europa League journey as well. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's episode. If you have, then please do leave a like. Supports me, the video, the channel, and the series as well. And I said to you guys at the end of the episode, I was going to mention and talk about this series going forward. Now, this will show me, firstly, people who watch these all the way to the end. So thank you, of course, if you have stuck around to the end. But I'm considering the next season, so from the next season, this series being something that we stream 1 night a week, late evenings, over on Twitch. So let me know what you guys think to that. Let me know if you guys would be down for this then becoming a streamed series, and it like frees up 1 day a week on YouTube to be another style video. It could be either like a challenge style video, or it could be just general content based video. So let me know your guys' thoughts on that. If you are here right now, then please do answer that in the comment section. It supports me a whole bunch. If you're new to the channel, then please do hit that sub button. Again, that's much appreciated. And I mentioned Twitch. Make sure you go and follow us over on Twitch. Hursty Games YT over there, link in the description. And talking to the description, there are also links to our channel sponsors. And code Hursty will get you discounts off of both of the sponsors you find down there. Absolute heroes, both of them. So please make sure you go and check those guys out. But for now, guys, I want to say thank you very much for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome. And I'll see you soon. The card yourselves, and of course, wash your hands, guys.
What? Nah, his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, we'll say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty Games, yeah, you already know.